Hey there, Tim Bauer here from LiveVideoGuitarLessons.com with the practice tip of the day. This is for the intermediate player, and today I want to continue our discussion on 12-bar blues. For this video, I'm assuming you're familiar with the 12-bar blues pattern. If not, hop over to the website www.livevideoguitarlessons.com and look under the practice tips of the day video blog. And just look up, there are a couple of videos over there that deal with 12-bar blues, and just kind of, watch those and kind of get up to speed if you're not familiar with the pattern. But I'm assuming that for today that you're familiar with the pattern. All right, so today I want to work on, kind of want to demonstrate it's probably the most common blues turnaround. Turnarounds are kind of what give blues its character. Everybody kind of has their own little thing they do with it, but there are also some very common ones. And if you're familiar with the pattern, I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm just going to jump in from the end. So I'm going to pick the key of E. So the turnaround I want to work on today, you've probably heard it a million times. I'm just going to come from the end of the pattern, All right, so I just kind of want to show you what's involved with that. And so what we're doing, we're working with measures 11 and 12 of our 12-bar blues pattern. And so the way that starts, we're gonna pop our full E chord on beat 1 of measure 11 to kind of set the E chord for that measure. So we're gonna hit that, and then we're gonna kind of swipe. I'm going to show you two different ways to do this, but we're going to kind of swipe the high strings to kind of keep the rhythm going, and that serves as E, or the rest of the E. And I'm going to slide up on the third string here. I'm going to slide up to the 4th fret. It doesn't really matter where you slide from, usually the 2nd fret, but And I'm going to catch this 1st string on in the same fret. And what we're doing, we're going to back these up. But we're going to leave this open B constant in the middle, and that's kind of what gives it its character. So in slow motion, I'm gonna pick this 3rd string, and then the 1st string, and then the 2nd string, and that's the pattern. I'm gonna pick that, and I'm gonna back this up. I'm gonna do the same pattern, and then I know that sounds very dissonant when you're listening to it in slow motion. It doesn't when you're doing it full speed. Because you have that B and that B flat note are very, very harsh. Anyway, so we back it up again to the 2nd fret, and then we're gonna catch this G sharp note, and that's the 3rd note of our E chord. That kind of takes us back home to our E chord, or serves as taking us back home to the E chord. So we're kind of okay. So up to that point, pop the E chord, and we're going to pop the high strings to keep the rhythm going. Sorry. All right. Sorry, my fingers. I just got in from playing a show. I was playing about the last 4 hours, and my fingers are a little sore. Sorry about that. The rest of that, we're heading into measure 12. And measure 12 is going to be our B chord. And we're going to make that B chord a dominant 7th chord. So I'm going to play a B7 chord. And that has a lot of strength and a lot of pull back to the 1 chord, which is E. So putting all that together, we're going to hit our E. Going to swipe at the high strings again just to keep the rhythm going. And I'm going to walk up on the A string up to our B note root for our B7. So I'm going to go hit the open A, and then A sharp, and then my B, and then from there I'm going to roll into well, not roll, but I'm going to put the rest of my fingers into my B7 chord. And I'm just going to kind of strum out the rest of that measure 12. So you put all that together, you get and then we're back to the beginning of our pattern. So anyway, the most common way to do that, real quick by the way, I did it with my pick because we're kind of working in slow motion, but you probably ought to learn how to do this. The more common way to do it on that little slide thing is to use your pick on string 3, and use finger 3 on string 1 and finger 2 on string 2. So you kind of get this rolling motion. I'm trying to get where you can see that. Pick here, and then so you get. So anyway, I hope that helps. Sorry about the sloppy playing tonight. Like I said, my finger's a little sore. I just got in from playing. Anyway, thanks for tuning in for this practice tip. Tune in again tomorrow for another one, and I will see you soon. Thanks. Bye.